YouTube, what is going on, guys? As you know, it's Red Mr. NFC Ninja, and we are back, guys, with the result of the Ajax versus Liverpool Champions League game. It's a relief. It's an absolute relief. Look on the screen there, fabulous Fabinho, man of the match. I predicted this man to be my man of the match. Thiago. Unfortunately, bless him, he didn't play. He was injured. I had put the preview video up before I even got the chance to kind of realize who was playing and who wasn't. By that time, it was long to make another video, and you know, just no. So, guys, let's get straight into it. Well, this was my predicted team. Wasn't really right at all. I don't think anybody got the team right. Let's swap out the players for the players that actually started the game. We did lineup and the subs bench, and yeah, while it's fresh in my mind. All right, guys. So first of all, Trent started at right back. Motm was not involved in the squad. I don't think. I reckon he's got a little bit of a reoccurring injury. Definitely got some kind of reoccurring injury. So let's just slide him onto the injury list. Man, look at that, man. Alex, Van Dijk, Motm, Alisson, look at that. Oh man. Whew, this is not good, guys. This is not good. So obviously Fabinho is already there. Joe Gomez came in and partnered Fabinho. And then in midfield, we had, obviously Thiago was not there because he has got the whole COVID thing. No, COVID thing. I was talking about, that was previous. The injury, so he is also on the injury list. Tsimikas, I don't think he could. I don't know if Tsimikas is injured. I'm going to drop him from the squad for now. I think he last I heard he was injured. And Williams has also been dropped from the squad. Milner started. Wijnaldum was center of the three. Jordan did come on. He was on the bench, but Jones started ahead of Jordan, which was very interesting. But we're going to get into that and talk about each player and how they performed when we do the rating shortly. Let's just sort the team out. And up front, obviously, was the awesome threesome: Mane, Firmino, Salah. Midfield, Milner, Wijnaldum, Jones, and obviously defense: Trent Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Fabinho, Robertson, and then Adrian. So our bench was Jordan Henderson, Takumi Minamino, Xherdan Shaqiri. So let's just find him. Where is Shaqiri? Where are you, Shaqiri? There he is. He's up there. So Shaqiri was on the bench. Keita has got the COVID thing, so it's not really injury. Let's just drop him from the squad. And then we had Divock Origi. He was also on the bench. Grujic didn't even make the squad, so he was dropped. That was just the something that was kind of my version of the starting lineup that I might have kind of wanted to see. And then we had Jaros, who's the keeper. I haven't got him yet, so let's just use Alisson as Jaros. So guys, we had two goalkeepers on the bench, obviously with Vítězslav Jaros and then Kelleher, as well as Adrian in goal. Two goalkeepers, but apparently City had that as well. So I'm not really sure what that is. Must be some kind of new rule or something, Your Champions League, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players, 10 defenders allowed. 10 players allowed on the bench. That must be a Champions League thing. Surely it's got to be a Champions League thing. We also have Nico Williams, who was on the bench. So let's just put them side by side here. So obviously it's not Alisson, remember, guys, but I don't have a Jaros picture, so we have to just go with using Alisson as the second goalkeeper. Obviously Kelleher was there. Nico Williams, Reece Williams. Where is Reece boy? Reece Williams, and I think that is it. Jota, Minamino, Henderson, Origi, Jaros, Kelleher. Oh, Jake Kane also was on the squad. On the bench. And so yeah, it was really very, very interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So guys, we had 10 substitutions allowed on the bench, including 2 goalkeepers. That's insane. Yeah, very, very interesting. So guys, let's get straight to the ratings. Adrian started really shaky. But it became much more assured. Must be them, first few minute nerves. There's a few sort of weird kind of moments. He pulled off some really good saves. I'm gonna give him a 7. I thought he was pretty decent, and he did. Although the goal line clearance from Fabinho, I don't know how you really managed to get lobbed from that close. However, he probably didn't. When you're that close to someone, you come out to smother. So he came out to smother the ball, right? So you burst off the line, and he probably did not expect someone to try and lob him from there, but they did, and it would have been a success. It would have been successful had it not been Fabinho. So you come out to cut down the angle. So I get why he come out. In fact, it was very good technique from the attacker in order to get it up and down from that close. That's pretty insane. So that was some technique he used there. But yeah, luckily Fabinho, otherwise would have been 1-0 down. So, but I still think, it didn't cost us. So then it doesn't go against him. I don't think it was a poor decision to come out to that, because that's what you have to do as a goalkeeper. So I don't necessarily think he was wrong for coming out. He saved the one which I think would have been offside anyway. From their striker. I can't remember his name. Was it? It was a really dark skinned guy, really curly hair, quite stocky. Presence or something like that. Anyways, I think it would have been offside. That they showed you kind of a brief, VAR, the line with VAR, and he did look like he was going to be a little bit offside. Adrian blocked it comfortably. So he made some really good solid saves. So I'm gonna go for a 7. I was quite, after a while I was quite convinced. Yeah, it was good. Clean sheet is that, I mean, it doesn't get better than that. Clean sheet. Trent Alexander-Arnold, I think he's off form. I don't think he was that great today. I think he done enough. He just got through it just about. Again, he and Gomez's partnership, I don't think is great. However, I feel like when he's next to Motm, I just thought I'd swap those two there because that's actually how it was. I feel like having him next to Fabinho, I don't really know again. Fabinho is always going to play there because the stronger side, and Gomez is going to adapt. But I just feel like maybe because Gomez is, a centre-back through and through, and Fabinho isn't, like, Fabinho, I don't think Fabinho is really going to come in and start, controlling the line. I still think the line, Gomez kind of, controls the line, and everybody kind of follows Gomez's lead. He's the more experienced in that position. Like, it would be an insult for Fabinho to come in. And actually watching both of them, I feel like Fabinho tackles. It's a funny thing because you watch Gomez and Van Dijk, right? And it's a misconception, right? Because Fabinho does a lot of tackling, right? And that's because it's last ditch, it's last gasp. You don't see Van Dijk tackling or Gomez tackling as much as Fabinho does. The reason being is because they, as defenders, they're aware and they see things happening first, so they don't let it get to that stage where they have to put a foot in. Whereas Fabinho doesn't read the game like that, so he's playing it like a centre back, like a centre midfielder, where he has to tackle. That's what he does. He has to be combative. Whereas Van Dijk, you never really see Van Dijk doing that. Van Dijk is, if the ball comes over him, head it. If the ball comes over him, just get your body in between the man, play the ball back to the keeper, or when the ball comes in, put the challenge in at the same time as the attacker's trying to receive the ball or hold it up, get the foot in and get the ball away from the attacker. They never actually, and if it's a one-on-one and he's running towards Van Dijk or Gomez, they jockey him and see him out, see him away from the goal. They never really face an attack of like one-on-one front v front, face onwards, and Fabinho gets caught in that situation. That's why you see Fabinho making lots of tackles. It's fantastic that he makes the tackles, and yeah, I'm happy he does. I'm relieved he does. So it's a bonus he can actually tackle, and he's a good tackler. But a proper centre back doesn't let it get to those stages where you have to make last ditch tackles. That's not the sign of actually a good defender. A good defender sees this, they intervene, they get rid of it before it escalates to that level where you're then one-on-one with an attacker. They deal with it prior. That's why. So for me, I would still prefer to see Matip and Gomez at the back. But at the moment, Fabinho is doing a really good job. It's a clean sheet against Ajax. Ajax are a really tidy side. It was a little lucky, but then so was Ajax, because we could have scored 2 or 3 as well. So yeah, back to Trent. As I was saying, I probably would prefer it, in fairness, like this, just because Fabinho, as the new boy in there, has got the guidance from experience from Robertson from his left side, and then Gomez also from his right side, so he's secure in there. At the same time, I still think Trent isn't the greatest defensively, so I feel like maybe Gomez next to him is kind of a better thing. I prefer Matip next to Trent when Van Dijk's fit generally, but at the moment maybe he is the best outfit for Trent. But then saying that, guys, Fabinho is more hands-on, and he definitely would be more kind of old school style, get stuck in, back up Trent, in this situation, so as they are here next to each other. So it would definitely benefit Trent. I could be wrong. I just feel like, I don't know. But also Fabinho's right-footed, so you probably want him on his stronger foot. I don't know. It's all about making the person who is the inexperienced one of the back four the feeling the most comfortable. So you wouldn't want to throw someone in the back four who isn't naturally a centre back and then make him play with his weaker foot. It doesn't make any sense. So I can see why he's playing at right centre back. It makes sense. So yeah, Trent, I'm gonna go with a 6 for Trent. I didn't think he was too amazing. It got better in the second half, but yeah, something wasn't quite right with Trent, and I feel like it was probably I think it probably had a lot of reasoning to do with this change here. Obviously, Fabinho being there, he's used to having Matip or Gomez who knows how to use him, knows how to pass it to him when Trent's high up. He's used to that ball, that long, that Van Dijk ball out wide, that high and wide one, so Trent can push right up. Trent down here, because that ball ain't gonna happen. It's a bit of a different game. Trent's picking the ball up in here now, with minimum watchments. A lot of things change. So yeah, I'm not so sure he had the greatest of games. Fabinho, he was the man of the match. I thought he was pretty superb, playing out of position. Albeit my opinion that I would rather put a centre back there, Matip. I have to hold my hands up and say, yeah, he was bossy. He probably was the best today. I think Robertson maybe runs him the closest, really close. In fact, I would probably say Robertson was better all round, was better than Fabinho. But I think Fabinho gets it because he had a great match and he was playing out of position. Whereas I think if he wasn't and he was playing midfield, probably Robertson gets it. But for me, Robertson probably was man of the match. But yeah, BT Sport did say, I think BT Sport said it anyway, that Fabinho was man of the match. So yes, Fabinho, I think I'll go with a solid 8.5. I think he was probably an 8.5. It was really good. Gomez, I thought Gomez was, not bad at all. There was some clearances that are a bit iffy, but then everybody had weird moments like that, and that's just the uncertainty that kind of sneaks into the back four when certain people like Van Dijk aren't playing. A certain man like Van Dijk isn't playing. That's just the norm, I'll give him an 8. I think he was an 8. He was worth an 8. Robertson, I'm going to go with an 8.5 as well. I thought he was superb. Yeah, I'm going to go with the same as Fabinho. Up and down, he's an absolute machine. Some of the bursting runs, and he probably should have scored. There was a chance where he slid into the box. I think it was Jota that got across the face of the goal. He played it out to Jota, I think it was, or it was to Wijnaldum and then to Jota and then back across to Robertson. I can't remember the exact pattern of play, but that was awesome. He really deserved that goal. Unfortunately, he didn't come. But yeah, midfield. It was a shame to see Jones substitute at halftime, but I don't think it was anything to do with him per se. There was a little thing that Klopp mentioned about Jordan only being fit for 45 minutes. For some odd reason, maybe he had some kind of you could see when he was on the pitch, he wasn't really getting stuck in. It was more about organisation and just kind of sitting and protecting. So Jones, I thought he did alright. Wasn't it his first Champions League game or starting in Champions League, something like that? I think he done it alright. I'm just gonna give him a 5. Let's just make that change as we've given him the rating actually. So Jordan Henderson came on at halftime for Jones. Move on to Wijnaldum quickly. I thought Wijnaldum was excellent when he started. Eventually he did move positions. Let's just do that change right now as well. So Jordan sat in front of Fabinho and Gomez, and I think Wijnaldum went to the right and Milner stayed to the left. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong though, could be wrong. I'm gonna go for a 7.5 for Wijnaldum. He was up and down, up and down, up and down. No. You know what? I'm gonna go for an 8. I thought he was unlucky. He had like a good 2 opportunities to score. Heart out today, really did. If anyone says his heart ain't in Liverpool anymore, they are talking absolute rubbish. Yeah, he was good. He was really good. He had to switch role halfway through because he was playing that kind of that 6 role, which sometimes he can play, but I think he likes more of the workhorse role, the up and down kind of role. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for an 8. Jordan Henderson coming on at halftime. I'm gonna go for a 7. He just came on. He kept it organized. You could see we changed. Like our defense really settled a lot better when Jordan was there. Just organized the midfield. Yeah, that was boss from the boss. So I give him a 7. Milner looked knackered by the 94th and 5th minute. Bless him, he was knackered. I don't know when the last time was he actually played 90 minutes at this level, like Champions League top level against a young Ajax side. It doesn't get any more tiring than that. But he was excellent. He was good. He started off a bit rusty. You can see through his touches control, but it soon passed, and he got better when Geordie came into the middle as well. For sure, definitely. Yeah. So Milner, I'm gonna give Milner probably a 7.5. I think he was a bit more kind of he's played longer, obviously, or longer of the match. So that's a obvious reason why his rating is higher than Geordie's. But also I felt like he was just a bit more involved on the tracking and closing down and tackling and the physical side of things. Yeah, so give him that 0.5 edge. The front three, disappointing for Roberto Firmino yet again. I didn't think I need to see a change. I want to see a change in Roberto. I'm fed up with this. Now. Like, how does Robertson have 2 attempts on goal or nearly score, and I don't even see Roberto Firmino sliding in? How is your left back sliding in to get a tap in, but your number 9 isn't sliding in? Like, I just don't get it. It makes no sense to me. I've seen Jota come on. Jota came on looking absolutely fantastic today. Even Shaqiri came on looking hungry. And Minamino was just like a little terrier in and around the box. Minamino's shot was just levels, forced a good save from the goalkeeper. So Minamino comes on and gets the shot. Roberto Firmino's been on for how long and doesn't even get the shot? This is the thing. And I'm hearing people talking about like Minamino ain't doing this and Jota can't play through the middle. You think that technique? Do you honestly think Jota and Mane couldn't play the Firmino role through the centre? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? First of all, Minamino is technically decent, right? And he's much more nippier than Firmino. And he's got far more energy, it looks like, as well, by the looks of things recently. Do not tell me Minamino and Jota could not play through the middle with Salah and Mane. For me, it's a vast improvement. It doesn't necessarily... Listen, Minamino's got a through ball. Minamino's got a vision in him. Trust me, he's got vision in him. The boy can ball. The boy can ball. He just needs that opportunity. I'm telling you, if he or Jota gets an opportunity through the middle with Salah and Mane for a decent array of games, a decent run of games, and I feel like it could possibly happen, right? You will see them. Today, that second front three that come on, Jota, Minamino and Shaqiri, they look just as dangerous as the first three that started, as Mane, Firmino, and my cats come to say hello. Mane, Firmino, and Salah. Like, honestly, without a shadow of a doubt, they honestly look as dangerous, for sure. But Firmino, for me, gets I think I'll give him a 6. I think he was similar to Trent, kind of not really there, but just kind of there. Just filling the void, filling the space. Yeah. Mane, probably my best attacking player today. I'm going to go for probably an 8.5. I don't think anybody really deserves a 9. Solely for his work rate and you know, he caused the goal. It was an own goal, but it was him that started it moving. He had the shot. The shot was flying off for a throw-in by the looks of it, but it took a first deflection and it was kicked in as an own goal. And yeah, slice of luck. But you know, if you're not in them positions to have those attempts, you don't get that slice of luck sometimes. You know. Now Aston Villa know all about slices of luck and deflections, right? So yeah, but for me, all around, his play was very, very, very decent today. He looked hungry, looked up for it. He did go off and had a little bit of an ice pack on his hamstring, which isn't always good, but sometimes it's precaution. All the boys will go back and jump in a nice bath and cool off. But I do think personally that he's probably got a little bit of a strain on his hamstring, and so they've just immediately put an ice pack on it. But I'm sure he'll be fine if he sits out of training or whatever. I'm sure he'll be good. But you know what? You know, we got Jota there, and it's Sheffield United on the weekend. So you know, I mean, if Mane has to come on at the end or sit out, I'm fully happy with Jota coming in for him. And yeah, I'm very happy with that. Jota, Firmino, and Salah, or Jota, Minamino, and Salah. You know, that's all good with me. All good with me. So I'm gonna go for the 8.5 for Mane. Salah I thought was pretty disappointing. I'm gonna go for a 7.5 for Salah. I thought he definitely could have given us more. He could have done a bit more. My cat's back again. Not sure what she wants. Something is out of her, but I have to ignore her for the moment because I'm recording. So where was I? Salah, I'm gonna give a 7.5. I think I said, yeah, 7.5. Could have done a lot more. Had some good chances. Didn't really look very convincing. Bit more could have come from Trent's side, down the line from Trent. Hey, is what it is. It is what it is. This cat is just jumping all over my desk. Yeah, so 7.5, guys. Substitutions, we didn't see. We saw Reece come on actually right at the end of the game for about 2 minutes. Bless him. How do you go from playing Conference North to Champions League group stages? That's just insane. But yeah, I see what Klopp's trying to do there. I see what he's trying to do. He's gonna. He thinks by putting on Reece Williams, people are gonna see Reece and think that it's VVD for a minute, and they're gonna shit themselves, and they're just gonna lose the ball because they're gonna think, what? How's VVD back? Nah, I'm playing, guys, but it's good to see him. He's obviously kind of fourth choice, so he's pushing on that now because none of the other boys, Vandenberg, Camicio, have, they're clearly behind Reece Williams now. I think he's got that fourth spot. That fourth centre-back spot is looking like Reece has kind of nabbed it, to be honest. And I think, guys, if one of them gets injured, if one of our players gets injured, and I don't want to, and I'm touching wood here, and I don't want to, jinx anything, but if Fabinho or a Matip or something happens, I will expect to see Reece thrown into the mix. As long as he's alongside an actual centre back like Gomez or like Matip, I think he'll be okay. Him alongside Fabinho at the back, nah, not for me. We saw it against Lincoln when VVD went off and it was Reece and Fabinho, and Lincoln nearly scored a couple goals. No. He has to be alongside a proper centre back. Yeah, for me anyway. But that was great. He's only on for 2 minutes. I'm not going to give him a rating. I didn't see Kelleher. We didn't see Jaros, obviously. We didn't see Nico Williams. We didn't see Herbie Kane. Not Herbie Kane, sorry. We didn't see Jake Kane. Herbie Kane's gone. Sold. Jones. I can't remember what I gave Jones. I think I gave Jones something. I can't remember. Is there a 5? Not sure. But the number's going to be there. That was what I originally gave him. Minamino, I'm going to go for, I think he was a 7. I think he was decent when he came on. 7? Yeah, had the shot. Mind you, Milner was on the whole game. I just thought I think he gave everything. I feel like he really gave everything. He was involved in a lot of good link-up play with Shaqiri and Jota. He nearly bagged himself a goal. Yeah, I'm happy with a 7. Origi we didn't see. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not interested in Origi much these days. He's been at the club for ages. He comes, he strolls around. I think he's got mad complacency. There's not really much desire or hunger with him. I don't think he fits the mold like Minamino and Jota do. Jota's better out on the left side. I'm ready for him to leave and move on now, to be honest. Yeah, we don't play that down the middle long ball in behind. He can't adapt to the right wing or the left wing. He's not even prolific enough when he does play on the wings anyway. So yeah. He's probably even on the bench because we got so much injuries. Yeah, I'll be happy to see him leave, to be honest. Yeah. Shaqiri, I'm gonna give Shaqiri probably a 6.5. He done some nice bits and pieces when he came on. A little less work rate than Minamino showed, but nonetheless, it's good to see him back, albeit because he was actually really needed because of injuries. I don't know, but hopefully that's a sign, that he can be involved in the squad on Saturday, possibly against Sheffield United. So yeah, 6.5 for him. Diego Jota, I thought he was the best of the 3 that came on. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. I enjoyed seeing every second of him on the pitch. For the time he was, along with the other 2, they was linking up brilliantly. Like I said before, earlier in this post-match review, I believe they linked up just as well as the first, our normal front 3, just as well. And he was really unlucky not to score actually as well, and get an assist. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a 7.5 for Jota. I thought he was pretty damn good. So yes, guys, those are the post-match ratings. We went out 1-0 winners. It was a lucky win, but I feel like it was deserved in the end. It shows that we can do the business. Champions League, I don't think we're gonna with Bayern slapping Atletico Madrid. I don't think anybody's gonna beat Bayern. I think Bayern will be too much. We need Van Dijk back fit and ready for a final if we was ever to get to one. I can't see us winning. I really can't. We need to be full strength, absolutely full strength in all the other departments and firing for us to really challenge for the Champions League. And that means Thiago fully fit, everyone fully fit. And then basically like a partnership, whether it's Gomez and Matip, and they've been playing like X amount of games before the Champions League latter stages, so they're really well oiled together, because they haven't had barely any games together actually, the both of them. It's a partnership that I've actually never really seen, barring an odd occasion here and there, or substitutions. So yeah, and I think as long as Fabinho is at the back, I think we need Thiago, Fabinho, and probably Henderson as our middle three if we're going to be talking Champions League titles. Personally, I don't want to see Fabinho at the back, so that really needs Gomez and Matip to blossom and stay injury free. So otherwise, if that's not the case, I would say bye bye to the Champions League, and then the league is probably the one thing that we can win whilst rotating everything and everybody. But we'll see. As for the FA Cup, when that resumes, I think we'll probably put out a really weak team. We'll probably go out of that. I don't even think we'll challenge for that, to be honest. I think now that VVD's got the injury, I think that's just the cup that we just get rid of, to be honest. So I won't be expecting to see anybody serious or anybody first team has been risked in that or anything, not at all. But yes, guys, on to our preview of the Sheffield United game from Anfield. So who are we gonna see? Could we see Reece Williams start alongside Gomez, maybe? Are we gonna see Gomez or Fabinho again? Could the team you see right there be the actual team that starts again? I don't think so. I think there's going to be some rotating going on against Sheffield United. We are at Anfield. Is Thiago going to start? Is Jordan Henderson going to start? Keita could be back in the frame. I think it's a game where, they're quite physical, Sheffield United, so the best headers are going to have to be involved. I'm going to keep this partnership, Gomez and Fabinho. I think Matip could well be on the bench. I'm not really sure what's up with him. He could have just been not fully fit, but needed to play that game against Everton. It is really hard to say because I'm not really sure what's up with Matip at the moment. It could be a reoccurrence. It could be like another week or two out. Not sure. But I'm just gonna take the gamble. And I'm going to go with Matip being on the bench, which means Reece Williams drops off from the bench. The Reece drops off. We bring Matip back in. Back onto the bench. Origi drops out from the squad. Rumours are that Thiago is supposed to be back. So we can put him on the bench for the time being. Virgil van Dijk is nowhere near. I might actually just take him off completely, to be honest. Frees up a little bit of space for my my cards. I think Jota will be on. I think Jota will be in the frame. I reckon Shaqiri could be in the frame. I think Milner will be in the frame. We're gonna move. I think we're probably gonna go with something like this. I got a feeling we're gonna go with something like this. Thiago, Jordan Henderson, and Gini Wijnaldum across the middle. Jones is always usually in the squad. I think Milner will come back in. Kelleher will be the normal goalkeeper. Matip, I think, will slide in there, and then Williams shots from the squad. So I think that's probably the team I'd probably kind of go for. I think if everybody's fit, that's kind of what I'd expect to see possibly. It's a nice, solid, strong team, and I think he can get the job done without a doubt against Sheffield United at Anfield. Our record is on the line once again. No defeats in how long at Anfield. So yes, guys, the score. Wow. The score prediction for the score. I think they're gonna score. Got a weird feeling. But I think we can score more. I think I'm gonna go for a 3-1 victory for us. As scorers, I'm gonna go with Salah, Fabinho, I'm gonna go with Salah, Fabinho. Oh, I don't know. Salah. I'm gonna go with Salah 2, and then I'm gonna go with Thiago the 3rd. Salah 2 and Thiago to get his first goal for Liverpool. It might even be this, to be honest. Might even be like this. I just think, however, when you have Jordan there in front, he offers a protection to Fabinho and Gomez more so than Thiago. It's just more combative and more battling. I think Thiago is more of a worker, so he can get up and down. Playing that Chambo, Keita, Ox role, and then you've got Wijnaldum's kind of like the halfway man. Doesn't go too far forward, and then drops back deeper. It's kind of the linchpin for Jordan. He's keeping the play and protecting. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Salah 2 and Thiago Alcantara 1. 3-1 victory for Liverpool against Sheffield United. That is my predicted starting lineup. Probably totally wrong, but hey, isn't it always? So guys, on that note, I've been the Red Mr. FC Ninja, and I will see you all soon. Let's do this.